Does your child struggle in school trying to cope with studies? Does he or she dread reading out aloud, writing an essay, or tackling a math problem? These could be signs that your child is having a learning disorder. Symptoms of a child with a learning disorder at lower school level include problems in pronouncing words, trouble in finding the right word, difficulty in rhyming, learning alphabets, numbers, colors, shapes, and days of the week, difficulty in following directions and learning routines. Other types of learning disabilities involve difficulty with motor skills, that is movement and coordination, understanding spoken language, distinguishing between sounds, and interpreting visual information.
This book, it can be used for visual learning as well as, tactile. You can touch and feel. Yeah, whereby, when you are showing a child, it's about baby animals. And you open, the child can touch. This is a rabbit. There are even those ones when you touch, it gives the sound of the animal. This helps a child to learn in many ways, by touching, by seeing, and also by hearing.
It can be tough to accept the fact that your child has a learning disorder. You may worry about how they will go through school and how their future will be. These worries cause different parental reactions.
We mainly have three groups of the parental reaction. There are parents who are accepting. That's one group. That group is easier to work with. There are some parents who are rejecting parents who deny the condition of their child. And finally, we have what we call disguised parents. Yeah? They pretend that they are accepting the child, but deep in their heart, they are rejecting. That's the most complex parents to work with, because once they come to us, we think that they take care of the child, but deep in their heart, they are still rejecting.
Considering these situations, the country is coming up with institutions and schools that help children with such difficulties. Such is Kestrel Manor School based in Nairobi. This school offers a British national curriculum.
A child who cannot write also can be able to answer questions verbally, be recorded, and that record or that tape is sent to UK to be marked.
Moreover, it's an integrated institution that enrolls both children with mild learning instabilities and normal children.
We have to mix them with the regular learners for them to acquire the basic age-appropriate social skills, emotional skills, and also for their self-esteem. Because if you group a child who is 16 years old with a 4 years old just because their ability is just like a 4 years old, you are doing more harm to their self-esteem, to their social and emotional development.
Many parents are benefiting from this. An example is one Florence Gathoni, whose son is a student at the institution and suffers from autism. Autism is one of the learning disorders that is characterized by impaired social interaction and communication. It is usually first noticed by parents or caregivers during their first 3 years of the child's development. Although autism is congenital, signs of the disease can be difficult to identify and diagnose during infancy.
Our 4-year-old, who is the second born, Vincent, has autism, and I discovered it myself as I was in the health industry. I'm a nurse. And right when he turned 2, I was concerned that he wasn't speaking, while as his sister, who is the firstborn, had spoken quite early. But within 2 months of me talking to the pediatrician about my concerns, he started showing behavioral problems, because he went from not speaking to hyperactivity, lack of eye contact, plus the speech, and now not even understanding the cognition. If you'd tell him, give this to mommy or give this to daddy, he would not understand. And I was living out of the country then. I immediately Googled for special needs schools in Nairobi, and that's how I found this school, Kestrel Manor.
But a child's progress and treatment depends on the parents, as this is all about how they conceive the condition. The most important thing to remember is that children with autism are just as smart as any other. They just need to be taught in ways that are tailored to suit their unique condition.
My advice especially to parents, with children with special needs is that first they should appreciate these children the way they are, look at them as a gift from God, and try as much as possible to seek help for these children. And again, there should be no much focus on academics, because what happens with these children, they may be academically challenged, but they have other talents that if well nurtured, they'll make a career out of it. And that is how they are making a living out of the talents. So seek help and give your child support as much as possible.
By learning more about study disabilities in general and your child's learning difficulties in particular can help pave the way to their success at school and beyond. Though there is no known cure for autism, with appropriate guidance and support, autistic individuals can be helped to live their lives with dignity and independence. Josephine Wawera, GBS.